So I want to introduce you to the Checkout POS application. Now this app will help you manage your business. It's actually meant for supermarkets, pharmacies, restaurants, basically that want to be able to manage the transactions and be able to identify analytics records of sales and all of that, to be able to track what happens when they sell products. Okay, so of course the beginning point for every of those things is usually inventory, because you stock your products, and that's the way you get to identify what you have and then see what you sell. All right, so we'll go to the inventory. Already have some products I've inventorized. All right, so we can start. We can put up some. Let's just assume I'm a supermarket, and then and I want to inventorize certain things. Let's say okay, let me use phone, another phone, Tecno Camon 18. Okay, I say 50. Okay, 400,000. I'm selling it at say 700,000. Now also you can use the camera to capture a barcode, but that's usually for your it's more applicable when you're using your phone, right? You can snap that and store it, so that when you are scanning it to at checkout, it will simply take up this information and be able to project it for you to sell. Okay, and you can also connect it to a barcode scanner with Bluetooth or even with USB. Okay, so you have to put the category. Select this. If you don't have, if the category is not there, you can create a new category. You can put a brand. Now the brand is not there, so I have to add it. You can put in more description and all of that, and then you can add inventory. So when you come here, you get to see it here. Okay, so now you've inventorized. When you want to check out to pay, let's say a customer came to your shop or to your office to pay for a product, and they ask for Tecno, so you can say Tecno. All right, it shows that product. You put amount, you put 2, you want 2 product. It's added to cart, so you see that here. Now, except when you are selling on credit, for people that, because this app counts for those that want to buy on credit. If those that want to buy on credit, you can put in the customer information, phone number and name, which is that it will be mandatory. But without that, when you are not selling on credit, you can just simply do the customer can pay by cash or card, QR code, or transfer. Let's assume the customer transferred. So this is the amount the customer is supposed to pay with tax. The tax is highlighted here. Okay. Okay. Use that amount and confirm transaction. Okay. So you can see the receipt here. Alright, and you can print it if you want to, or if you are connected to a point of sale printer, you can use that to print. Okay, now that sale shows up in your report. Okay, so you see the report here, you see the sale. Okay, now let's test run someone buying that same product. Alright, on credit, so it's been added to cart. So if you try to come here to buy on credit, it tells you you have to put in your name, use the customer's name. So if you type in customer, if it's not a new one, you have typed in the new customer. For instance, when we started doing, you have seen that place, you have to type in a new customer. Okay, and then put your phone number and all of that. Okay, for the this is now add VAT, based on the new laws. Then click on the credit order. Okay, all right. Now of course it goes there, it shows the printer. Now when you do this, that transaction reflects at the credit tab that shows you what was borrowed. It shows you all that was borrowed. You can see that here. You can see that transaction here. It shows you all the information this person borrowed, so and so and so, and all of that. Right? Then if the person returns it, for instance, if the person returns the product, you can come in here and mark as return. If the person pays up later, you can come and mark as paid, and then it records that as a sale. Right? So see, it records that as a sale. I think that's clear. All right. So what again? So the report shows you a very robust sales report. Total sales done. You can do it per day. If you want to check, you can put in a timeline. So you see, it shows you more reports, so you can be able to see how much is sold in a day, in a week, or depending on what timeline you put in. And then it's also based on stores. So this supports multiple stores. If you have multiple stores, you can check across the different locations. All right. And then you see your analytics as top sellers. That's basically either your product sales or staff. All right. You see your analytics for this. Tells you profit. Okay. And then it tells you loss. Okay. So you can see all of that. So it's very robust. It also has smart alert that tells you if your stock is low and all of that. Gives you some warnings, even fraud detection. Okay. Expiry analytics, shrinkage detection, and a whole lot of okay. So you can see all of this very robust stuff that gives you information. You can also do your purchase order. Okay, so in this case there was a purchase order that was done and the time has arrived for it. All right, and supposed to be able to receive it. Okay, this was received. Okay, so this is a purchase order that was done. So approves the purchase order, and then you can come and say, oh, I've received this purchase order, and then it updates that order on the inventory. So it's just a very holistic report. Then also we have the accounting. It tells you the report. All right, part time, and all of that. You see your balance sheet and all of that. All right. Then you can also run audit across this, and then it will just run the audit for you and tell you this is what's happening with your business. So it's a very robust app. All right. And then you can always see AI insights about your app. This is just a dashboard, tells you your sales trend and all of that. So it's a very robust app, and this is something you're looking forward to your business. Every business needs this. Let's get started. Come on board.